Hello and welcome to Round 2 Frontline action from the 2025 Southeast Collegiate Open, brought to you by experienced Spartanburg and Another Round Greenville. Film crew is Vern Weygandt and Hartford Berley. Drone footage courtesy of FlySense. And I'll be solo commentary today.
I'm Zane Kaiser. I'm from Bartlett, Illinois, and I go to UNC School of Medicine.
My name is Vern Wagner. I'm from Aurora, Illinois, and I go to Milligan University.
Ziggy Newell from Pittsburgh, North Carolina, from UNC Charlotte.
I'm Kyle Sennett. I'm from Lynchburg, Virginia, and I go to Liberty University.
Hey, I'm John Cole. I'm from Fayetteville, North Carolina, and I go to Western Carolina University.
Hole 1 is a par 5, 722-foot monster. The first thing you have to do is get past this tree in the middle and then make it to the second part of the fairway. After that, you need to get past this pinch point to access the final part of the fairway. And if you do all that and get close to the basket, then you're looking at a birdie putt. All right, here we go. We're on the tee with Zane Kaiser. And spoilers for this round, conditions are completely miserable. See Ben Wagner on the tee here. Yeah, kind of got knocked by the tree there. Yeah, conditions are pretty rough out here today. There's a high of 41, and I think that's being generous. And it goes from raining to pouring at times. It's tough out here. Great pull from Ziggy Newell right here. Got Kyle Sennett on the tee here. Kyle's from Liberty University. Good pull, about in the same spot as Ziggy. Then we got John Cole up here last on the tee. Almost made it through. That was a good spicy line though. Great shot by Ben. Yeah, before we even get into anything like scores and results from this round, which is a long ways to go, big shout out to all these guys and to everyone that played at both Holston Creek and Tiger River for this weekend, because this second round was one for the books. UNCC Ziggy Newell here. Forward progress and in the fairway. Just to let you know how bad conditions were on this day, I talked to Milligan University's coach, Zach Melton, everyone's favorite left-handed player. And he said that with the exception of one round years ago at Maple Hill, this is some of the worst playing conditions he's ever seen. That's a real nice pull by Kyle there. I think that was a good tree kick at the end because it looked like it was heading more into the left. Yeah, smart move by Ben, just pitching out there. Big time pro move. I feel like the Eurythmics song "Here Comes the Rain Again" is playing on loop in my head watching this round. Great bid there. Talking to event TD Michael Jort, he had a meeting of the captains of these teams, of all teams, before this round started to see if they wanted to take a mulligan on this round and just come back tomorrow, or they wanted to play this round, and they unanimously voted yes, let's play this round. So again, kudos to these college students. Fierce competitors. It's a great putt. Hole 2, another par 5. This one's 995 feet. After you make it out of this little quasi-tunnel with the pond to the left-hand side, you have to make it up to the top of this fairway. Once you get to that little bike path, you should be able to look and see where the basket's at. And then it's just another few hundred feet to go, and then hopefully you can tap in a birdie, or at the very least a par. I've been playing Holston Creek for a number of years, and I've never seen this much water just laying on the ground.
It's not bad.
Great dive by Ziggy.
Okay. Okay.
Way up play, right?
Yep.
Great, keeping his sense of humor here. It was a good tree hit, because it could have, gone to bad places. Thankfully, it just dropped.
Shot.
Nice.
Really nice. Thank you.
Man, Zane scalded that drive.
Good shot.
I would love to see all these guys come back when conditions are just prime for Holston. No rain, no wind, just to see how they would score out here, because all these guys can throw. And this course is made for bombers. That was an excellent pull there.
Keep pushing. Okay.
Good shot.
Yeah, that's a good spot to be after two throws. If you can get to the top of the hill and you're kind of looking towards that second fairway, it's a great spot to be.
Yep. Nice shot. Good shot. There you go.
Another good one. Again, that bike path is kind of the promised land for laying two.
Oh, you son of a gun.
Yeah, that's fine though.
Turned over a little bit, but depending on where he's at, he should be able to see around that tree and get a good grip on it. Man, what a great throw. Ben is solid.
Thanks.
Yeah, here's that tree that I said John would possibly have to contend with.
Yeah.
And hit that gap. That was a great shot. Then it's dead center fairway at the end. If I remember correctly, I think John is sponsored by AVL Disc Golf right up the road from us in Asheville.
Good shot.
Oh, yes.
There we go.
Oh, go in.
Okay.
Talk to it. Good shot.
Thanks.
Oh, it slipped on back.
That's fine.
There we go. Big putt by Ben. That's solid. Great courses, great shot there.
Way to go.
Zane is near you.
You go ahead. You're ready.
All right.
You know, when it's cold and wet outside, even these short putts can make you think once or twice. Because you're worried about your grip, you're worried about everything. And then suddenly 10 and 15 foot putts seem like they're outside the circle.
Anyone want a Raider? Free one on top of the basket.
Hole 3, par 3, 270 feet. This one's a slight turnover backhand with something stable, so you turn it over to get by these trees on the left, and then stable so it comes back here to the left-hand side towards the basket and maybe give you a look at a birdie. Of course, in these conditions, par is a gift on any hole out here. Yeah, that's a look at it. And I'm pretty sure that Ben was throwing a putter there, if I remember correctly.
Great shot.
Solid.
He's going for that guy, right?
Yeah, pro line.
That's the one.
And that's why you talk to your discs. Get through, and it did. And he's parked.
Oh, yeah.
Good kick
Man, I feel your pain, John. You know, it's tough when it's cold and wet and you question your grip, and sometimes you can hold on to the Frisbee just a little bit longer than you intend to. It's a good pull on that one. Fortunately, the trees knocked John down here, so he should be able to get up and down. Oh, yeah. Well, we had about a hole's worth of respite from the rain. Here it is again, but Ben doesn't care. Ben's like, just give me the birdie. 2 holes, 2 great putts. Solid putt from Ziggy. Good cleanup from John, especially after that tee shot. Hole 4. We're out into the open here, but not for long. As players are throwing from an open spot in the field and trying to get down into this gap here. And then it turns to the second fairway, and the gap gets even tighter as you want to get down towards the bottom. Get right past this pinch point, and then you're looking at the basket. So another thing that I've never seen out of Holston, this tee pad, the back half of it, or the back third of it, completely underwater. Just not a thing that's ever happened before.
Let's go.
Great shot by Ben. Tough call on this hole whether you want to do a backhand or a forehand. I've seen successful bids from both. But if you can push this forehand,
Hey.
yep, right down in the gap. Yep, Zane's correct. A little bit on the left-hand side, not bad.
Hey.
Yeah, good finish on that. I'm not certain what John threw. Had a great finish. If you can throw something zone-ish at that puffy fir tree down there and just let it drop to the left at the very end, that's having you, that will have you sitting pretty. Another option, just spike something down there. Yeah, this is a common good landing area where Kyle's at right now. You can see around the tree just a little bit, enough to direct your discs down to the lower part of the fairway.
Dude, nice shot.
Yeah, that's just about picture perfect. I know he'd probably want a little bit more distance, but he's laying well.
Good skip.
was a good tree kick there. There were a couple of kicks, I should say.
Turn, glide, hit the gap.
It's in my line.
Yeah, Zizzy's shot barely hit anything.
Oh, you.
Yeah, clipped something just coming through there, but forward progress and kind of a look at the basket here. That was a great bid.
Ooh.
Another good bid. Yeah, it doesn't look like it, but the closer you get to the basket on this, from where Ben's at, it's more open. At least he was able to get it down there to the pin.
Ooh, Zizzy.
Zizzy had a good bid as well. Yeah, great putt. Little meat left on the bone there, but didn't bother Zane one bit. Another good putt. Hole 5, another par 5. 900 feet, first thing you have to do is make it across this bog and back left into the fairway. Second thing is to get up to this access road. That way you can make it down towards the basket. Do all that, miss all these little trees, you should be looking good at the end. Zizzy up first. He didn't like it out of his hand, but solid pull, a little bit of hyzer, back to that fairway.
Oh no, it flipped. Kick left. Damn.
Yeah, they had to get a ruling on that one, but it turns out that one was actually in bounds. John even threw a provisional shot after all these tee shots wisely. That's a good use of the rules, but in the end he was in bounds, so the provisional was unnecessary.
Yeah, I'm gonna retee.
Yep, that's where John took his provisional shot there. Here comes that rain. Yeah, not a great position to be in, but also not out of bounds.
Yeah, John.
Good out.
Very good out from there, and now he's looking right down the fairway. Just that one last tree to miss, and he would have been in good shape. Wow, thank you, Tree. Great position to be sitting after 2 shots. Solid by Kyle. Yeah, good shot. That works from Zane. Oh, that's a great spot to be in, especially considering your first shot was in no man's land. Solid work by John. Yeah, that works too.
Okay. Oh, oh. Good shot.
I don't know if that was a layup or a bid, but still a great shot nonetheless.
Good shot.
Good putt and a great birdie. Another good putt and birdie. Solid putt. I tell you, in conditions like this, when it's so cold and your hands are wet and clammy, every made putt is a gift, and especially if they're for birdies. Another good one from Zane. Solid par save. Hole 6, another par 5. This one's 624 feet. Your first job is to make it out of this little tunnel shot. And then hopefully over here to the right hand side where you're in the wide open, and a look at getting across this, the second part of the fairway, which is actually a pond. If you can make it over the pond and stay in bounds, then you got a good look at hopefully getting a birdie. Zizzy's coming off the tee with a forehand shot. Tags that last little tree there at the end, but he should be sitting pretty well. Forehand is a common shot off the tee here. I say that as Kyle throws a backhand. Another commonality is seeing players look at their hands during this round. Fun fact, when I was filming, I thought there was something wrong with the camera on this tee because it was shaking around. Then I realized I was actually the one shaking because it was so cold. That's still good. Yep, out there in the open. Slow down. Oh. Slight skip and a roll, just OB to the right-hand side.
Get through the center.
Looks like Zizzy got knocked down just a little bit off the fairway here. Yeah, still fine.
Yeah.
So that spot is actually inbounds. Kyle broke through the tree line. Unfortunately, Zizzy did not. Yep. It looked like it was out of bounds, but it was barely inbounds. Big swing, super safe. Yep, just in bounds. There it is. What a putt and a solid birdie. So you see Zane kind of trying to find good footing down there. The closer you get to the pond, the worse the footing was. You can see on the right hand side of the basket here how muddy and murky it is over there. John had his teammate, his caddy, just helping him get solid footing so he could putt. He literally kept sliding down the hill backwards when he was trying to stand behind his lie. Worked out though, great footing. Yeah, great birdie. Hole 7, par 4, 482 feet. Job number 1, make it as far up the fairway as you can without getting past this entrance to this little tunnel, and in job 2, make it down the tunnel and get close enough to the basket for a birdie. You're going to see backhands and forehands off the tee. The backhand seems to be more prevalent because you definitely want to finish left after you get past this little set of trees.
Oh, you son of a gun.
Yeah, John pulled it just a hair. Hit the trees there on the right hand side. He'll be pinched. One thing I enjoy about Ben's style throwing, he's so explosive at the end.
Yeah, man.
Like slow, 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 and then he explodes. And what a rip. That's kind of exactly where you want to be. Same thing from Zane here. He got snarled up in the tree there just a bit, but it was still a good pull.
Yes, dude.
And then Zizzy's just going to make a liar out of me, saying that this is a backhand throw. That is probably the furthest forehand shot I've ever seen on this hole. That's ridiculous. Solid. Shout out to Zizzy for making me eat my words.
Yeah.
Great pull. Hit that last tree just at the entrance. Kicked him to the left. It was a good out by John. Very good. That's going to give him a putt. Great shot. This is kind of how you want to play this hole. Somewhere out to the left in the open, and then a putter shot up to the basket.
Oh, yeah.
Good up. I feel like John would do just about anything to have dry hands right now. I notice he's looked at his hands a lot, and sometimes his grip has not been what he wanted it to be. That's rude. The disc could have just set down for him. Solid putt. Another solid putt. Great birdies on this hole. Another great birdie. If you come off with a solid drive off the tee here, probably going to get a birdie. Good putt. Hole 8, another water carry, maybe. You have to carry a little bit of water. You could do a super hyzer to the right hand side, or you can just shoot it right down this fairway on dry land. If you do either of those successfully, then you should be looking at a putt. Alright, we got Ben up first here.
Swing, baby. Come back.
Yep, splashed down, unfortunately. Inches from being safe. Yeah, it's safe. Safe is good on this hole. Then once more, the rain has crept back up on us. Kyle taking full advantage of throwing over land.
Fade, 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 fade.
Yeah, safe. That is picture perfect. Taking that left hand gap. I we see Ben's gonna re-tee here. Dang. That was a rude tree. Zane gonna go ahead and tap out here. Then John steps up. What a solid comeback birdie after taking the triple on the last hole. Kudos to John on that one. And a great putt, even though it was for a double bogey. Hole 9, another par 5 here on the front 9. This one's 732 feet. Make your way down this first fairway, and then a slight turn here to the second fairway, but this one has a little bit more of a ceiling, so you don't just get to grip it and rip it. Do all that successfully, and then you're looking at the pin. John turns it over just a bit, but it'll hit down there by the edge of the trees. John must have been in a good mood after that last birdie putt, because I almost missed his tee shot. He was ready to go when he got right to the box. Good shot by Ziggy.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Excellent shot by Kyle. Broke through one fir tree. Gonna be a little pinched off. Yeah, kicked off a tree and got a fairway hit. A little slip there. Broke through the tree though. Yeah, my catch cam guy went a little further. I think he was more towards the basket, so didn't see the. Didn't really have a good angle for catch cam for these throws where these guys are at.
Nice shot. Yeah. Pushing. Ooh, that's sick.
Now we can see him. Closing in on it. Smart move by John here to pitch out. That's a great ending, even though he clipped that one branch hanging down. Yeah, well done. Shout out to all these guys, by the way. I've seen equally good forehands and backhands from all these players. Obviously very well-rounded.
Oh!
Good bit at it. There we go. What a putt. As Kyle makes his putt, all we're left with is Ziggy, who essentially has a tap-in birdie on this par 5. What a way to play this hole.
Good birdie, man.
All right, after the front 9, we've got Ziggy sitting at 3 down, Zane and Kyle at even, Ben at +1, and John at +2. Come back and join us on the back 9, which took about 16 hours to play. Not kidding. You'll get the joke if you come on back.